morning everyone. I'm camped near the Camel in the Cathedral Peak area. We hiked up yesterday from the hikers parking near Dodima or the Cathedral Peak Hotel. Did about 4 hours to get to a point on the map, C8. Got a beautiful view here of the column and pyramid and the Cathedral Ridge in the background there. We set up camp in the mist. It was misty for most of the afternoon. We did have a couple of gaps to see the landscape, but now this morning it's clear. And today promises to be at least a decent hiking day. I think at about 2 o'clock the rain comes again, but we should be up the pass by then, hopefully. We've got about 3.5 kilometers with about 1,000 meters of ascent. And yeah, it promises to be a good day. It's incredible to be here. It's so calm this morning. There's literally no wind. Just a magical morning. So we're going to carry on shooting sunrise now, and then we're going to make our way up Organ Pipes Pass. Looking forward to that. That should be a good bash on the legs, but you've got to do what you got to do. So as you can see, that's the Cathedral Ridge there. Cathedral Peak, the bell in the gap there, in and outer horn, and you got the chessmen, those little pinnacles there, and then the mitre. And as we come across, there's the column and pyramid, and then Cleft Peak, the high point there, and that, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, is Castle Buttress. And that's the path we take today, up there past the Camel and up Organ Pipes Pass. Should be a good day. Sitting on Castle Buttress. We hiked up Organ Pipes today. Did about at least 1,000 meters altitude gain. Set up camp near the top of Organ Pipes, and I'm sitting here shooting a time lapse of the Cathedral Ridge. It's very cloudy, so I'm not sure it's going to work. Sunset's in an hour. I'll shoot this time lapse probably for another 20 minutes or so, and then I'll start scouting for a little composition for sunset. So I'm not sure if you can see it in the distance there. There's Cathedral Peak Hotel. That's where we started the hike. And we've hiked up at least about 1.5 kilometers in altitude. And it's been about 12 kilometers maybe. I'm not sure. Really, it's so nice to be up here. We haven't seen another person. So I've just stopped for a quick shot on the way back to the tent. It's not the greatest sort of background. There were some more peaks exposed just now. So I'll wait here and see if it opens up a bit. I don't think we're going to get any light though. I just like this foreground bush contrasting nicely against the green, and then with the cliffs in the background covered in all that cloud, it looks quite dramatic. It'd just be nice if it would open up just a little bit. So my exposure here is, I'm using f8 1/20th of a second ISO 100. The focal length is about 40 millimeters, so I have to focus stack the image. I'm focused sort of on this foreground here, and then I'll let the camera change the focus until the background is sharp, and then in Photoshop I'll blend them together. Some nice light would be absolutely amazing here. Some last light would be incredible. And if that mist opened up, it would be nice.
Nothing happened at sunset, and the shot I set up failed dismally. It suffers from many flaws: flat light, lack of enough visible peaks in the background, and too much dead space taken up by the mist. But with each failure comes success, and I enjoyed taking the photo at least. I did, however, capture some satisfying images from our night below the column and pyramid.
back in my tent after sunrise. It is so windy outside and it is freezing cold. We had a good sunrise though. The skies lit up nicely. There was a lot of nice cloud, a lot of texture in the cloud as well. It was a tricky morning. I struggled a bit because of the wind. There was a lot of nice foregrounds there, but they're all sort of grasses and flowers and little bushes, and in the wind they're all shaking. So the exposure, you have to use a very fast shutter speed. So that was a bit challenging. But yeah, back in the tent now, going to make some coffee. We are going to the Column Pyramid today via Cleft Peak. It's been a bucket list camping spot for me and a shot that I want to get. So yeah, this hike's turned out to be really good. We've been very lucky with the weather. It hasn't really rained a lot while we've been awake. It's mainly rained at night, which is nice. So yeah, we're going to make breakfast now, make some coffee, and then yeah, we'll see you at the Column Pyramid later. Night shooting sunset this afternoon at the Column Pyramid. It's been raining a little bit and the mist is building and it's going and it's building and it's going, so it's making it a little bit difficult. But the weather this afternoon looks good. There's definitely some rain coming, lots of cloud. We've had a good day today. We've hiked from the top of Organ Pipes Pass. We summited Cleft Peak and then we came down to the campsites near the top of TSEKETSEKE Pass. That's where we're going down tomorrow. This afternoon promises to be quite dynamic, if anything. I'm not sure if we're going to get any light. It might just be very fleeting, but that's all you need. I just need some light on the Column Pyramid. There's enough cloud and enough atmosphere to make a good shot, so let's hope something happens. It's such a privilege to be up here. We've seen no hikers at all. We've seen a couple of Basutus. A couple came past us today. They were quite happy, but they were very friendly, so that's fine. But not one other person. It's always a nice idea, and something I try to do often is when I come out for a sunset shoot, I like to get a shot set up and wait for the light. There's a bit of dappled light coming through now into the landscape in front of me. But it's nice to get a shot set up and you don't have to scramble when the light is optimum. So I've got my shot set up and I'm just going to be patient and wait.
Sadly, the mist built up very quickly, covering the landscape and preventing us from seeing anything but a few meters in front of us. The temperature dropped, the smell of moisture in the air intensified, and with it any hope of catching some amazing light across this incredible landscape faded away. But the Drakensberg is unpredictable, and as fast as the mist arrived, it disappeared, creating some amazing conditions so characteristic of the Drakensberg.
Wow, sunset really has turned out to be good. The clouds are going crazy, as you can see there. The mist cleared, luckily. There was a little bit of an opportunity to shoot with some mist, which was nice. You can see the column and pyramid there. I'm hoping the last little bit of light catches those clouds above. Should make for a really cool shot. But yeah, I'll wrap up the sunset shoot here. It's been awesome. It's getting cold now, so I think the light's probably going to be gone in a few minutes. It's been a very, very long day, but a very good photographic day as well, and just a good day to experience the mountains. Watching the rain in the distance and looking at rainbows and watching this light go off and the mist build up out of nothing, hearing the thunder. It's been absolutely amazing. And to have this place literally to ourselves, I'm in a group of 6 people. We had a good time. It's been absolutely awesome. But I'm sure we will continue tomorrow with sunrise. I'm hoping it's good. The forecast looks good. There's some low clouds forecast, so hopefully there's an inversion. But yeah, until then, I'll chat to you tomorrow.
We woke up to views of a cloud inversion below us. The excitement got me out of my tent quickly, and I headed out to the escarpment edge to take in the view. The sun rose with a beautiful display of colour across the sky and landscape, and I captured a few quick images of the column and pyramid before turning my focus towards the Cathedral Ridge and capturing a time-lapse of the rising light. Early mornings in the Drakensberg is my favourite time of day. The cool air, the fresh smells, a crisp dawn light. You just can't beat that. Coming down TSEKETSEKE Pass was tough, but the landscape is just so incredibly beautiful. We spent the afternoon and evening relaxing at our tents, taking in the incredible views and reminiscing about the pass we conquered that day. Clouds towered overhead, sunset light beamed in from the west. The evening was peaceful. The sky turned an incredible pink before darkness fell and a well-earned night's rest began.
Morning everyone. We're on day 5 of our hike. We came down TSEKETSEKE Pass yesterday. An absolute brutal pass. Our legs are all sore today, but it was absolutely beautiful. Coming down that pass yesterday and seeing all the peaks from above was incredible. It's fairly misty today, but we can see Cleft Peak in the back there. Huge. We were actually up there a couple of days ago, and it's actually quite amazing to think we were up there because it's so high. This morning we woke up in the mist, so it's been a nice lazy morning. Needed it. Pretty tired. Everyone was very tired. Coming down the pass yesterday was long. It was only about 3 kilometers. It was very hot, but it was a good experience. I don't think I'll be doing that pass again anytime soon. Definitely not going up. I think it was easier coming down, and I can just imagine in the rain it must be treacherous. So this morning we've been afforded a couple of views of the peaks. I've got a time-lapse going looking up TSEKETSEKE Pass. It did clear a little bit, so hopefully it clears a bit more for the time-lapse to work out. So yeah, we've been here 4 nights. We've got 1 more night left. We're going to go up, there's a tarn close to Ribbon Falls. We're going to try camp there and then make a nice easy walk back to the car tomorrow. So yeah, it's been an absolutely amazing hike. It's nice to do a different area. I've never hiked this area before. I've normally only hiked from the Sentinel to Rockeries. So this is a new area for me. So we've just had some coffee. We're gonna chill this morning. It's nice and cloudy, so it's not so hot. And then later on we'll make the short hike. It's probably about 2 or 3 k's to our next camping spot. I'm hoping for some nice views of the Cathedral Ridge. It's a view I've wanted to shoot for a long time, so hopefully that can happen. But yeah, this has been a really nice hike. Been with a really nice bunch of people. It's been fun, lots of laughs, lots of jokes. It's been awesome. See behind me, we're in the valleys. Really beautiful. It's nice to come down into the valley sometimes and not just be on top of the escarpment. You get a view looking up towards the peaks and you actually realize how high they are. But yeah, let's go make another coffee, make some breakfast and just relax. It's been a tough hike, but it's been absolutely so worth it. And yeah, catching with you guys later.
We made the short walk to the tarn close to Tarn Hill. The hike was uneventful. We set up camp and relaxed at the tents for the rest of the day. Unfortunately, the clouds covered the majority of the landscape, but I was satisfied with what I achieved on the trip, and was happy to put my camera away and just enjoy the views after taking a couple quick photos. We made dinner and watched the sun set one final time. The final morning was soaking. It rained most of the night, and we packed up in the rain and hiked back down via Mushroom Rock. It was a pleasant hike. I don't mind hiking in the rain. It's part of the experience and part of why I love hiking in the Drakensberg so much. We made it back to the cars, said goodbye, and as I left, I immediately felt like I couldn't wait to return to the Drakensberg Mountains again.